All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All boxing, everything. Make sure y'all subscribe. Okay, y'all. So had a good weekend of fights. Well, great weekend of fights. Four good fights. Four cards, right? Well, two fights on one card I was really looking forward to. Of course, the women's fights, and then you had Devin Haney and Cambosis too. Then you had Wilder and Hellenius. But so yeah, there was four really major fights that I was looking forward to here. But I just wanted to focus on the women in this video and just say shout out to Baumgartner, Mayer, and shout out to Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, because for one, these ladies, they really knew how to build up the fights. They knew how to build up their fights, and they knew how to sell it. The O2 where they fought at in the UK was sold out. So that says a lot. I think over 20,000 people. Yeah, so again, respect to these ladies, because they are doing something the men are not doing right now. They are fighting the best. The best are fighting the best. They're not making us wait. But with that out of the way, with how these ladies promoted themselves and how they built up the fight, there was some other crazy energy, some other dark energy that was being brought into the mix on social media, of course, to try to pep this fight up in another light. A video started floating around, edited video of the Gloves Are Off interview between Shields and Marshall with Johnny Nelson, and some words were edited in. Y'all already heard it. Some words were edited in, and Savannah Marshall's part, and some parts were cut out of Claressa's exchange. Her dialogue, to make it sound like, well, y'all heard it, to make it sound like these two, had like some type of relationship between each other. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some type of relationship between each other in the past, like past history besides fighting, and it was going around. It was going around all over Twitter, and people were saying it was fake, which I knew it was, because if you listen to it, it is fake. But it almost got so much energy and views about it that some of these interviewers, like Michelle Joy Phelps, was trying to go to lengths of actually trying to question Claressa about it, and even Savannah Marshall about it, and you could just see the looks on their faces, like they were really just like thrown off about this. Like, are y'all for real? Like, are you for real right now? You really asking us this question? Are you really putting us on the spotlight about some fake past relationship? Like, y'all ain't asking us about the fight, And that's the kind of vibe I got from Claressa's face and Savannah's face when this was asked. That's why I was just like, my thoughts on that whole thing was like, first off, these ladies are doing what they need to do to sell the fight. Sex is not needed to sell this fight, okay? And it just seems like somehow, some way, because these are women, they want to try to they feel like they needed to use sex to push this fight. But no, they didn't. They didn't. Sex was not needed to push this fight. Any type of thirst trapping leading up to this fight, it was really all just the men online just having like thirsty comments, because I deal with that even when, I cover WMMA, and, men are always saying, of course there are women that are, put themselves out there, but it's just always a lot of men in these comment sections saying crazy things. And that's kind of how it is when you look at like the Shields Marshall face off or Mayer Baumgartner. I mean, go in and look at that. I mean, dudes be saying crazy stuff, right? Now, with that, you are going to get that type of energy, but it just seemed like this time around, because this was a big fight, it just seemed like, even like boxing media, like I said, even with Michelle Joy Phelps asking this crazy question, it just seemed like they were really going out the way to try to say, okay, like, let's push a dirty angle to this. And I'm just like, that was not needed. That was not needed at all this time. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't get the energy and it was pulled in some places, because they didn't need this. It's like you wouldn't want to see that with the men. You wouldn't want to see with the men. So why would you think that it's needed here? I know, because the majority of boxing fans are men, but hardcore fans like me don't even want to see that type of stuff. We just want to see the fight. We just want to see the fight. I mean, the women can wear what they want to wear. Like Alicia Baumgartner, yes, she will come in, she'll look good. She'll wear her outfits and whatever, but that's her. That's her to do that. It shouldn't be on social media or boxing media to try to stretch this thing into some type of sex scandal when we got a good fight ahead of us, So that's just my thoughts on that. It's like, why was this even a thing this past weekend? Like, I just started seeing that pop up, and I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, these two hate each other. Like, why are they even trying to put that angle? Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see the angle where, Clarissa's talking trash and Savannah just giving her the mean mug or just coming with little sneak comments here and there. Like, I just like that angle. Just keep it there. That's all that was needed. Because, like I said, the skills and the accolades of both of these fighters and the backstory and the history was all we needed for them to build this fight up, because overseas, of course, in the UK, Savannah Marshall had the backing. But Claressa Shields also is bringing the back in there, and she also has the haters that want to see her lose. So, that's going to bring everybody out, everybody, So that's all they needed. All of that stuff was enough. They didn't need to try to add a sex angle just because it was women, And going to Baumgartner Mayer as well as them, like everything I was seeing with their energy just really made me want to say, oh, man, I can't wait till these two get in there and just try to take each other's heads off. I mean, these two were in each other's faces. You know what I mean? Looks aside, I was just loving the trash talk that Baumgartner was bringing to the table, to the point where, she got in the face of Mayer and was calling her names, horseface Karen, or, whenever she got up in her face again and they got to pushing and Michaela Mayer was trying to kick, you know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff was just like, let's get it on. You ain't thinking about all that other stuff. I mean, you got pervs that are, but to me, I was sold, and everybody came out to see the fight over there. So again, shout out to these ladies. I hope this ain't an angle they try again in the future because it's not needed. It kind of cheapens the women again. Like I said, if the women want to come in there and, it's their choice to say, okay, I'm promoting my OnlyFans, I want to do this. Okay, that's them. But, it still usually leads to something where they wind up getting their behind whooped because they focused on taking their clothes off more than training. But with this one, I don't know what they were thinking. Sex was not needed. They didn't need to do any of that stuff. Just focus on the fights. Don't even try that, in the future, But and the thing is, it was probably, like I said, it was just like a viral thing, like it was on Twitter where people were just doing it. But it kind of just made me say, why is boxing media or, media that's supposed to be considered the best boxing media, why are they even running with it at this time? Like, why do they feel like this is something they need to even call out? You know what I mean? Like, that was the thing I just kind of thought was just stupid. I thought that was stupid. I know people say, oh, you're being a prude, but I'm just kind of like, nah, man, I don't want to hear all this crap. I just want to hear about the fight. That's what it is, man. But that's my thoughts, guys. Let me know what y'all think. It's all done now, but in the future, how do y'all feel? Does that have to be part of the promotion? I don't think so, because these women, they're doing something Crawford and Spence aren't doing right now. Best is fighting the best. I'm out, y'all. Subscribe. Peace.